Who or what were Feyd's cannibal pets? Were these cannibal harpies captured Fremen warriors? Or were they a part of the Emperor's entourage? Or did they belong to the Harkonnens' pleasure palace? Stay loyal to the end and all your questions will be answered. Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, the nefarious heir of House Harkonnen, possessed a penchant for the grotesque. His cruelty was unparalleled, even within his own barbaric family. Among the most chilling embodiments of his cruel inclinations was his collection of cannibal harpies. Not born of Frank Herbert's original saga, but introduced in Denis Villeneuve's adaptation, like the spider pet. Please check out that video after this one. Oh, by the way, spoilers ahead. The infamous scene unfolds against the backdrop of Feyd's birthday celebrations, marked by a brutal gladiatorial combat designed for his amusement. It is here that Feyd-Rautha, with a cold and calculating demeanor, tests the edge of a new blade, a gift perhaps, on two unsuspecting female attendants, marking their end not with mourning but as sustenance for his grotesque pets. This act of violence is not an isolated incident but a prelude to his arrival on Arrakis, where he continues this grim ritual by sacrificing a Harkonnen advisor to feed his harpies. These moments are not merely displays of savagery, but underscore Feyd-Rautha's complete disregard for life. Feyd-Rautha's relationship with his harpies is complex, straddling a line between affection and ownership. While it's unclear if their connection ventures into the realm of the sexual, Feyd-Rautha's enjoyment of pain, both inflicting and perhaps receiving, hints at a deeply disturbing dynamic between them. This complexity is further illustrated by his concern for their well-being during the journey from Giedi Prime to Arrakis. A twisted sense of duty that sets him apart from the archetypal villain. Instead, it paints a picture of a character who, despite his ruthlessness, adheres to a distorted code of honor and responsibility, even if it's directed towards beings as vile as the Harpies. The film implies that these Harpies, driven by a primal hunger for human flesh, have lost all semblance of humanity, a condition possibly exacerbated by the consumption of chemically tainted Harkonnen flesh. This suggests a physical and mental degradation, aligning with the neurological effects observed in real-life cannibalism. The possibility that these Harpies were engineered, potentially by the Bene Tleilax, known for their controversial genetic manipulations, adds another layer of horror to their existence. This theory fits within the broader Dune universe, where the Bene Tleilax's morally ambiguous practices are both reviled and sought after, highlighting the ethical quandaries that permeate the saga. I mentioned real-life cannibalism here back on Earth. Cannibalism, the act of humans consuming the flesh of other humans, has been practiced for various reasons across different cultures throughout history. Among the most notable are the four people of Papua New Guinea.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like it. Doctor. What is it, Doctor?
I'm fine. Get the t-shirt. Halloween's coming up.
Do it. Do it, Anakin. He cut your hand, and you wanted revenge. Do it!
They practiced endo-cannibalism, consuming the flesh of a member of the same community, often as part of funeral rites, until the late 20th century. This practice was believed to help the tribe internalize the spirit and virtues of the deceased. However, it led to the spread of Kuru, a fatal neurodegenerative disorder, prompting the cessation of cannibalistic practices. Cannibalism has also been documented among the tribes of the Amazon basin as part of warfare rituals or spiritual beliefs. The risks associated with cannibalism are not just social or cultural, but include serious health risks such as the transmission of prion diseases like Kuru. These diseases are incurable and fatal, highlighting the extreme dangers of consuming human flesh beyond the ethical and moral considerations that modern societies hold against such practices. Feyd-Rautha's actions and his interactions with the Harpies reveal much about the Harkonnen psyche. They embody the ultimate expression of the house's depravity, a tangible manifestation of their sadism and disregard for life. These creatures, whether products of Tleilaxu bioengineering or the result of Feyd-Rautha's own dark designs, serve as a reminder of the Harkonnens' capacity for evil. They underscore the contrasts within the Dune narrative between the honor and love that drive the heroes and the perverse cruelty that motivates their foes. Through these Harpies, Villeneuve not only enriches the tapestry of the Dune universe, but also invites the audience to ponder the depths of villainy and the nature of monstrosity in a world where such concepts are all too real. Speculation abounded on Arrakis and beyond regarding the true nature of these Harpies. Some believed them to be remnants of Feyd-Rautha's twisted experiments, or perhaps once Fremen women captured and subjected to unimaginable horrors until only their feral instincts remained. Others theorized that they could be part of the dark sorceries of the Bene Gesserit, or perhaps even a grotesque god of sorts for the Emperor's entourage, twisted by Harkonnen influence. The reality was perhaps even more disturbing. Villeneuve's films suggested these Harpies were a creative liberty, a physical manifestation of the Harkonnens' disregard for human life and decency. They were depicted as part of Feyd-Rautha's personal harem, treated more like pets than people. This harem, a grotesque mirror to the pleasure wings described in Herbert's original works, was a testament to the heir's barbarity. Feyd-Rautha, seeing these women as little more than animals, fed them the flesh of his enemies, a grim indication of his contempt for life. This act of feeding was not just for sustenance, but a twisted form of amusement and control, a way to instill fear and reinforce his dominance over those around him. Discussions among the subreddit of Dune revealed a community torn between horror and intrigue. The introduction of the Harpies in the film adaptation sparked debates over their place in the Dune universe. Were they a necessary addition to highlight the Harkonnens' depravity, or an unwelcome departure from the source material? Theories about their origins and roles in Feyd-Rautha's court abounded, with some suggesting they might be warriors or slaves, part of the vast and intricate societal web that made up the world of Dune. Despite the divergent opinions, one thing was clear: the Harpies were a chilling addition to the lore of Dune. Their existence was a testament to the creative liberties taken by filmmakers, expanding on the universe in ways that both fascinated and repulsed. As Arrakis continued to be a stage for the epic struggle between the forces of tyranny and freedom, the Harpies remained a dark reminder of the lengths to which those like Feyd-Rautha would go to assert their dominance. In the end, they were not just a footnote in the vast tapestry of Dune, but a symbol of the enduring battle against the darkness that resides in the hearts of men.